Okay. As I was saying, I don't seem to have started, it's gone back to 0-0. I thought I'd started with. So I can start to set properly again now. This time I'm going to kick off with the French cassette release of Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Which the dullest of the original Mad Max movies for my liking. With Tina Turner's involvement, she gets several songs on two songs on side one, and an instrumental version of the "You Never Hero." I really don't. This is the first attempt to believe. Yes, this is the first Mad Max song to give a woman a major role. Only this one was actually about her. It was a role with Peter Jamie, I thought. A lot of fun. There was some Maurice Jarre music on side 2. The EMI Marconi release in France on music. But I started the drive-in, but Risky Business sort of supporting from, and I really preferred Risky Business. Anyway, what can I say about this thing? Say about Tadlow via Surfscape put out an expanded 2 CD version of the film score with the 4 album suites included as well. And no Tina Turner, thank goodness. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this a lot of what he is in that in the cast with Brenda Fraser, as you can see in the cover, as a Jewish boy, a Jewish kid going to an elite school in the 1950s. We also put up with jerks played by Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Chris O'Donnell and company. So, soon to be famous people in the cast. And written by Law and Order's Dick Wolf. That's quite good and very cool. And this and music on the big screen album. This is good as well. More very anthemic. That's what I'm looking for. You get several 50s songs on the soundtrack with the Robins is Smokey Joe's Cafe and Fats Domino. It was a shame. And Let Me Go Lover, performed by Patti Page. They will be familiar to the Talking Pictures TV audience. No offense, can't watch how this off. As usual with Maurice Jarre, all in suites. Well, there's some music not in different versions from one different version that's only used in the movie, which is expected. I think I bought the CD of this as well. I have to check. I hope there's an expanded version one day. That'd be good as well. Finally, this is the last Maurice Jarre here today. The original Jarre-Mark cassette release for Taipan. It's also actually an adaptation of one of James Clavell's novels, which is a massive flop when it came out. This is why that the follow-up to this book, Noble House, had to be made as a mini series, I assume. Also a D&D Atlantis, but with Paul Child in the music. And I got that in the mini series section. But I bought this from, I think it was from BuySoundtracks.com. And they sent along a CD transfer of this as well. I don't have to get the other CD issue of this. It's all very, very epic. But I didn't stop having to write down the album credits, some of the album credits inside. But very lush and, an orchestra. So more like his music for Shogun than. And thankfully, no synths were involved. First of all, around the time his career, he was getting into synths a lot. I'm not a big fan of him in his work. It was performed by the studio orchestra in Munich, West Germany. That's how old it is, because it's in West Germany. Okay, so going to Joneses now. Sheriff Jones's Arachnophobia. Another one that begs for an expansion. This is the Hollywood Records release. There's some songs in there, but not many. But I know I was begging for an expansion, really. There's some really great stuff that was included here. Also, this is not on Odyssey Plus. What the heck? Come on. Oh yeah, that one was a CD upgrade, obviously. And so was this. Cliffhanger. The original Scotty Brothers cassette release. But since actually the copy I bought years ago, because actually it's actually a replacement of the copy that I had years ago, because it was kind of getting wonky, so I had to get a different cassette version. It's irritating. But I didn't keep me guessing that you see the expanded version from Uncharted. It is scary stuff to listen to. But most of your listening is still scary. Maybe not finished now, but it was very not a movie I really enjoyed watching. Mainly because of the first few minutes, which was very nerve-wracking. If you remember. What else? Not much in the way of packaging, obviously. This being Scotty Brothers. But yeah. Okay, here's one of the more entertaining from the St. Michael Man. The fantastic version of Lost Mohicans. For Chafford Jones. He did the more lyrical music, right, it's more like a team member. And Randy Aderman, who was originally brought on, but because my command never seems able to just keep one composer on a film, he also got them to just blow my nose. Let's pause this. Okay. The most annoying thing about about the album layout is that the composer's work is segregated from each other. Trevor Jones having side one and Randy Aderman stuff being on side two. So it's not in film sequence. Oh, it was an album recording done for various band that recorded was gone in sequence, but I haven't got that because I'm holding out for an expanded version of the original recordings. It's great music, really great music as well. I'm moving away from Trevor Jones. Oh, I do have some other tracks, other things of his been on cassette. How to Michael Kamen with Brazil. And the Milan original cassette release. And the film is alright, of course, there's a music video for it. And then Circle of Friends on the ZTT. And ZTT, I assume that's how you pronounce it. It could be ZTT either. Irish flavoured music. With here, romantic comedy with Minnie Driver, looks like. Yep. I think one of the tracks of the song, let's just take it aside. Yes. Yeah, there are quite a few songs here. We've kind of one from Mia Bray and Shane McGowan doing You're the One on side one. And let's see. And Bo Weevil from Fats Domino. And we get the long track called? The long jump band doing Love Was a Main Splendid Thing. So two. And side and the end of side two is Mary Brennan by herself doing another version of You're the One. So this is very pleasant. I'm sure it was. Okay, and the original cassette release of Die Hard 2. Die Hard isn't here because Die Hard didn't have a soundtrack release in 1988, which quite a few fans were upset about, obviously. So this eventually released Die Hard on a CD cover edition, but La La Land really gave it the treatment. I forgot to mention Maurice latest expanded I had two CD set, that's an investment. John 1 DeMarco, which kicks off with a Bryan Adams song. The 1 DeMarco will come with Free Delaware, Marlon Brando, and Johnny Depp. They weren't disgraced. And moving on to something which I think which I acknowledged into Hudson Hawk. Which I remember kind of not liking the movie much when I saw it. I think I probably like it. I probably like it a bit, but I'd probably like it a bit more now, I suppose. Michael Kamen and Robert Kraft, both with the boss thing. And you also get treated to Bruce Willis and then Aiello's singing, citation needed, which also gets in the movie. It's alright, but the best scene here comes on the first track with Dr. John doing the theme song from Hudson Hawk. We just prefer to be singing it, obviously. No expansion as yet for some reason. I believe the Weapon soundtrack on vinyl. This is the European cassette release of the sequel, which is the first, which is the only one I went to see at the cinema, as I recall. The most of the most thrilling stuff on here. That's the way it goes. I can't remember. And then there's Lethal Weapon 3. Also on cassettes from Reprise. And again, some more exciting tracks aren't included. It's alright though. But I did get the Lethal Weapon soundtrack collection box with all four the three films that have soundtrack albums, given the deluxe treatment, because Lethal Weapon 4 didn't get a soundtrack album at the time. Sharon, if nothing. So that set has this I was up there somewhere. I put the camera over there to show you the box. And also his only James Bond effort. Which I saw this at the cinema. There are some people are complaining about the film being a bit too dark and so on, which is probably not really the case these days. It wasn't my favourite either, to be honest. Also, it should be noted, if Rihanna gets a James Bond gig, it should be noted that she won't actually be the first Barbadian artist to feature on James Bond's soundtrack, as the group Ivory has a track on here, for a wedding party. Ivory, for those watching this who aren't related to me, was a band. I don't know if they still exist or not. They're an instrumental group from Barbados. They're an all white group, so I can see that's why they're called that. Let's see if we have the usual. But actually, I actually kind of like well, it's also, I mean, it's not the best Bond music if ever, but it's alright. I always liked the two main songs. Gladys Knight's title song, as he is over the opening credits, and Patti LaBelle saying if you asked me to, instead of the end credits. So I actually like them even though sort of break one of the cardinal rules of a James Bond film score, in that the songs are separate from the score, because Michael Caine wanted to involve with the writing of them. Move on to sequence. This is the worst movie. Actually, this is mostly a song collection with Ray Charles, Digital Underground, Nick Scotty, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Digital Underground, Damn Yankees, The Elwood Blues Review, and Bertilla Adams and Hank Williams Jr. I also got it for the score suite included here. Vulcanvania suite. I don't know much about the movie. I'm absolutely hating it to the passion. Let's resume. This is the Warner Brothers cassette release. Actually, maybe I look up the series on YouTube because I can't remember anything about it. Sorry. Okay. Now this one needs no introduction, I don't think. This obviously got less than Barbados because it was a huge movie. And recorded in Q sound, whatever it is. No, it's all great browsing stuff into it. But it's enough one that Mad Magazine used for their feature of warning labels that we need for record albums, because we wouldn't have gone to the Bryan Adams song until way into side 2. And we've gotten there's Jeff Lawrence songs as well. Well, that's their problem. Yeah. And I was interested again in video and finding that the end credits have been adjusted to have the music video for the Bryan Adams song playing behind the credits. Because in the movie, of course, there was a black screen. Just to remind people about the song, because they really didn't need reminding about it. Especially if you lived in England, and where it spent ages #1. And of course, because thanks to getting the thanks to the multi-track on the World Service, I got a lot of exposure to that song as well. I also bought the Entrada expanded releases. That's releases plural, yes. Which don't have the song, of course, the songs in them. And of course, So that's the end of Michael Kamen, as it were. Okay. So we have White. I can't practice his name properly. White Tape Killer. Gave his music for Bram Stoker's Dracula, which I'm quite liking for its drawbacks. His music as conductors by Anton Coppola. Well, the music that got probably got the most noticed at the time was probably Annie Lennox's entitled song, which is the last track on the soundtrack. This is the Columbia cassette release. And when La La Land Records did an expansion of this, they included this soundtrack album as well. And that's something completely different. I'm looking for Hot Shots. It's the rest of the days. For that part, for Top Gun parody, with some horribly dated cultural references, as we said, which I knew would date immediately, like even I saw the film at the cinema. Well, it's still fun though. And the music is alright. So I guess this is as close as we've gotten as of today's date. It's got I only get as close as we've gotten to a Top Gun score album. Even though how Fortman didn't do it, obviously. And this ends with Dion singing Dream Lover. Yeah, I did get this. I think I did buy the CD of this as well. Of course, the area of thing that the rest of the video is mostly associated with is, of course, Earwolf. Oh, right. Moving on. Sorry about that. Before the music something for Collier. Mark Mancina and Trevor Rabin. Now, I didn't really enjoy the movie very much, although it's a bit fun to listen to. Or we don't get points, of course, for having noted transphobe some for Dave Chappelle. As for Airplane, it's very prescient considering what it's that to be. Mike Mancina on his own did a good job by himself with Speed. This is the Fox 20th Century Fox Film score album with the usual blue border and the annoying no information as usual. But quite annoyingly deciding to put one of the major one of more climactic cues as a start of side. And now the start of the album. You mean the rescue? All the climactic keys. I'm on side 1 after the main title. It was kind of a mistake, I thought. When Mancina came back for a sequel, music for that was just one few good things